Good morning, everyone. I'm Martha Stokes. I'm a chartered market technician. I am retired buy-side professional, and I enjoy sharing ideas and thoughts with you, but also I do tutorials to try to teach you things that you are not really available to you on the internet and social medias and things that the retail side has. There's this great divide, huge cavernous divide between what you hear, read, see, watch, are told, and understand versus what's really going on behind the scenes in the dark pools, in the professional trading floors, sell side, buy side institutions, uh, asset management worldwide companies like BlackRock and so on. There's just a massive misinformation from the retail side. The retail news always rushes around, tries to find some reason why whatever is going on, and then giving that excuse because they really don't know what's going on or why it's going on. We have a speculative market. We have PANW right here. It's been running up speculatively. We have an angle of ascent that is far too steep to sustain. Angle of ascent and angle of descent is an important aspect of analyzing your chart analysis. PanWest is going to report June 2nd. It has about 80% institutional ownership, which is good, but not excellent. It's good. It's solid. That means there's been some rotation going on in that stock, and that would be lowering some inventory. There's also been some small funds managers who are just dumping this stock a while ago. Small funds managers or anyone who is an asset manager or whatever they call themselves that has less than 5 billion assets under management worldwide or in the United States. Most of the time, these smaller funds are just in the United States. A lot of these gentlemen or women are um, they're working for a company like Edward Jones or whatever, and they really have no education beyond what they're told they should sell and what they should say to sell that product or instrument to their customers or clients. And there's been a heavy redemption clause going on. One of the things I did want to mention today is that I look on the retail news and they go, oh, retail traders are trading stocks and trading stocks speculatively and driving the price up. And I'm going, what the heck? I look at my market condition analysis scans. I have 7 of them. I look at the momentum scan and it says 44 last night. 44%. Okay, 44 is way below average, which means the retail traders aren't driving price up. Somebody else is. So who is driving price up? Why is this price going up and up? Well, you've got a lot of different variables going on. Small funds managers are often trying to speculate and drive price up. The company itself could be pushing it up uh, with their buybacks. 486 out of the 500 Fortune 500 companies have buybacks going on. So if the stock is not moving, they can nudge it up, nudge it up. That's definitely a run, a buyback run. And then some sort of news comes out and causes it, or retail news says, oh, everybody's buying PanWest. You should buy PanWest. It's like, and it's running into resistance level, which is really strong right here. So it's something is going to happen pretty soon because this is very strong resistance, and we have a smaller, medium-sized candle with a wick. So that's when pros thought, maybe we should just let it run on its own. Then we have an overlapping candle, which means this is a momentum run, not a velocity run, and that is running up. Huge candle that day. So of course there's going to be other people coming and going, oh, it ran up, so it's going to go up and up and up. So we have odd lotters or other people that really don't know what they're doing, and then it shrinks to a smaller candle and shrinks to a smaller candle today. Shrinking shrinking candles indicate that volume is declining and it's just dropping like a rock. And the people who have been buying it started with instigated by buybacks, pushing this price up ahead of its earnings, so it would have this big earnings run. And then smaller funds managers chasing that stock, and then retail getting in very late for it. So it's not a big, huge situation where all these retail traders are all rushing to buy every stock on the planet. Oh, why? That's not happening. The percentage of people who are trading are actually less right now, which means that this is very speculative and it's going to correct. Now, the issue is, where does it correct down to? Can it correct after it hits this? It could find some support within this area right here, depending on its earnings report, but it doesn't report till 6/2. That is a ways off. That's a few weeks off. So it could shift sideways, waiting for the report. If the report's going to be good, most of them have been good report, and HFTs have been doing their job correctly this time. Instead of every time we had an earnings report in the last quarter of 2025, HFTs were gapping the stocks down on some sort of silly news that was negative, and it was causing all kinds of problems because the report was good, and HFTs are gapping it down. Now HFTs are behaving themselves because they got slapped with some big fines by because the SEC doesn't like it when somebody is driving the price down. They don't care if it goes speculative, it goes up for all eternity. But this is a resistance level. It becomes a support level if it breaks to the upside beyond that. It doesn't look like it's going to make it because it has quite a ways to go yet. You can see the little area here. Still has further to go. It may go, but it is fizzling out. We have the angle of ascent is too steep. It's going to correct. That is a given. We also know that it's running into strong resistance from a previous high that it had, probably the all-time high for this stock. And it's going to, yeah, all-time high. So it's going to correct down from that because that's a super strong resistance level, and then find support. And where it finds support is where it should, we ideally would like to see it shift sideways again so it can build stronger support and then move up and have stronger growth as it goes on. It is in the software infrastructure industry, which is having a banner year. I do an annual sector and industry report about 130 different industries in the US, and I check all that stuff out for my students and tell them what's going on. And is a lot of opportunity in software infrastructure. Unrealistic. The retail news has been complaining that all this money going into infrastructure and all this money going into buybacks is bad for the corporations. It means something negative. No, it doesn't. It means that when a company is building infrastructure and investing in itself, that's the wisest thing that you can have because the CEO and the board are doing the right thing. They see that there's a future growth coming on. And so instead of waiting for the future growth and then scrambling to develop more infrastructure, they're building it ahead of that surge. We're going to have surge after surge after surge of activity because we have a great bull market going on. It's just that most retail traders and investors don't know this, and they fear that we're going to go into this major bear market cycle, and we aren't. We are coming out of a long-term bottom from the anomalies of the pandemic. We have new technologies, 20 new technologies coming to market. That's huge. That's never been done, never happened before in the history of the market. And I researched all the way back to the 1920s, and there were 6 new technologies, and there were 6 new technologies in the great bull market of the 1990s. We're now in the great bull market of the 2023 to however long it goes, and it will go longer because these new technologies are driving instead of an industrial revolution, it's a technology revolution is what I want to call it. And we have a digital economy that's based on finance because the populations of the world are aging. And so it's a shift from consumerism to financial investing, because the older a person gets, the more financial investing and financial trading matters because they are concerned about their retirement and how that's going to go. And 50-year-olds have the 3-car garage and the 3 cars and the big truck in it. They already have the houses. They already have all that stuff. So the consumerism shifts out for the first time in about 100 years. And now we have a new type of economy. But so far, the economists of the United States and the world haven't seemed to catch up to this reality. And so they tell everyone that, oh, well, it's a consumer economy. Oh, the consumer, it doesn't matter what the consumerism is anymore. It's gone. It's been gone for 3 years, folks. So catch up with it. Now, if a stock is in a bottoming formation and running up, support level will be at the top of the sideways action. There are three kinds of trends. Let me remind you. There's uptrending, there's downtrending, and there's sideways trending. There's no such thing as a non-trending stock. It's either going up, it's going down, or it's going sideways. A lot of these terms came out of the 40s, 50s, whatever, so long ago, and they're out of date. So if you're watching something and you hear these things, you go, oh, this is out of date. Should I really be listening to this guy chattering on Instagram as if he's a famous guru and he's not? Think about it. So it will catch somewhere in the support for this level. It will catch down here for this support level. Where it stops tells you where the fundamental levels will lie for the next thing. What the previous fundamental level was right here. But obviously PanWest, with its infrastructure that it's selling and doing very well, its fundamentals have risen. And I would not be surprised to say that the fundamentals are right here for this next earnings season, that they're up here and they're doing well. But it is a speculative run and you have to be careful with it. As always, I'm a little over my time. Thank you for listening to me. Remember to watch for these V bottoms, and remember to watch for this spiking to the top of the chart, which tells you that it's time to sell. If you were in this run, it is time to sell. Take your profits for swing trading or whatever trading you are doing. Have a great day. It's very exciting. You are in a great bull market. They happen very rarely, and you should be very interested in every possibility of learning anything you can that's going to help you succeed in this market, because it's not as easy as you may hope it would be. Thank you for joining me. I'm Martha Stokes, and that's my tutorial for the day.